We are mere days away from the launch of Donkey Kong Bananza. Oh, I broke the screen. Donkey Kong Bananza is possibly the most important launch in the early life of the Nintendo Switch 2. A game that looks equal parts excellent and intriguing, Donkey Kong Bananza has a long history to live up to, and we here at Game Rant can't wait to get our hands on this latest adventure with the iconic gorilla. Today on Game Rant, we want to examine the three elements that make up the anticipation around this title, the hype for what's new, the promising previews, and some minor concerns we might have. So let's talk about the hype surrounding Donkey Kong Bananza. The recent Direct for Donkey Kong Bananza revealed so much new content. We learned that Pauline will be on the adventure with us, riding on Donkey Kong's shoulders. She offers a second player option, making the game far easier as her projectile song notes can deal crazy damage to both enemies and the environment around you. We learned that Donkey Kong has abilities that he can get from the elders across the underground spaces, each allowing him to harness some sort of masterful power, from carpet bombing the area below him as an ostrich to smashing through walls as a raging red gorilla. These abilities look to transform each space as you build up a power meter to unlock them. Alongside this, we saw a ton of diversity of areas, making the sprawling underground space look like a world of its own. From vibrant glowing reds to sunny yellows, the color palette spans far and wide, and each level is absolutely gorgeous. There's so much new in Donkey Kong Bananza, and we're so excited to try all of it. Recently though, with the game's launch imminent, a ton of streamers and journalists got their hands on the game. It was in these previews that we truly learned how the game would play. Through this, we see that the game has a ton of collectibles. It's a Donkey Kong platformer in its purest state. There's Banandium gems for one, but there's also collectibles for outfits, ultra rare skull collectibles, balloons, money to spend at vendors, money to spend at other vendors. There are like 9 unique collectible items hidden within each area, meaning that there will never be a dull moment. In general though, a lot of these previews came back with glowing praise for the game, with reviewers such as IGN's Mitchell Saltzman saying that it was a worthy successor to Mario Odyssey. This is the best thing to hear in terms of Bananza, as that very well could mean that this Donkey Kong entry is right on track to continuing Nintendo's hot streak of platformers, which includes the likes of Mario Odyssey, Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, 3D World, and many more. Bananza can bring Donkey Kong back into this powerful fold, cementing a whole new generation for gaming's favorite gorilla. All that said, the success of Donkey Kong Bananza feels inevitable on the Switch 2. There are so few mainline games at this point that a lot of us are chomping at the bit for anything Nintendo puts out, and Bananza is a massive release for the company. There are still some concerns that many, myself included, have though. The frame rate is reportedly better, but it's still a worry with a game that is so geometrically intensive. The camera looks like it's getting caught in every sort of rock, which for a lot of people will cause motion sickness and frustration, and ultimately some still worry that the game might lack depth because of the ease of destruction. The previews have, as much as they could, pushed away a lot of these worries, but most of these reviewers only got around 4 hours of the game, and it could be assumed that it was the same 4 hours, so we won't know how the full game will fare until we've got our hands on it. Previews can be deceiving, and directs can be misleading, but Nintendo isn't known to lead us astray. Typically, if a Nintendo game isn't going to be good at launch, we know it beforehand, and most signs for Donkey Kong Bananza are pointing in the right direction. Ultimately, with all the good things the reviewers have said though, and with the trust in Nintendo's ability to design excellent platformers, I think Bananza will be an overwhelming success. Donkey Kong has rarely ever had a miss in his long line of games, and Nintendo too is on a hot streak as Odyssey, 3D World, Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, and many, many more have all been smash hits. Nintendo knows how to make platformers, and there's no sign of them stopping here. I'm cautiously excited for Donkey Kong Bananza, and I hope you are too. Thanks for watching.